Billionaires after asking you to save water. Yeah, and that's the least of it. It's Sunday, I'm Akorn, and here's your weekly dose of idiocracy that is modern-day society. If you'd like to help keep this channel alive, please share the videos. Let's jump into today's show. Boys as young as 11 could be sent for anti-misogyny training if teachers detect toxic views under plans to tackle violence against women and girls. Yeah, they're doing everything they possibly can to destroy boys and try to erase and demonize any form of masculinity. Ever feel stupid? Just remember that Ellen gave the world's second richest man 200 thousandths of his current net worth. Breaking. NVIDIA is now worth more than Canada. Yeah, no wonder. The way that they keep jacking up the prices for GPUs, which in part has been happening because of all the AI data centers that's been buying them up, but now they're saying there's an oversupply of them. But I bet they don't drop much, if any, on the retail market. United Nations cuts down 100,000 Amazon trees for climate summit. And yes, this is true. I had the news article on a past episode, I think it was a couple months ago, such as this article here. However, when you try to Google about this topic now, the first set of results that they show is that no, this is all fake news now. It never happened. Even though there was many news articles, including this one here from the BBC, from back in March of 2025. The income robbery service is a real piece of work. Yeah, that is a fact check true. They steal it when you make it, steal more when you spend it, and more through many different taxation theft services, fees, license, permits, and more. Liberals, offended by everything, ashamed of nothing, entitled to everything, contributes nothing. Listen at this genius here.
How can you judge someone for being on food stamps when you buy your groceries with a credit card? Got him!
I guess he figured it's kind of like student loans, because these are the kind of people that end up never having to pay them back. It does certainly feel this way for some reason. Father and son pull AK-47 in dispute over chicken wings. In yet another bizarre incident involving a rifle, Antonio Hart Sr. and his son Jr. brandished a rifle at a drive-thru window because the server had forgotten to include their chicken wings. I thought this might have been another one where they just forgot the sauce. Florida officer charged after allegedly faking 79 off-duty shifts for which he was paid more than $12,000. The officer, an investigator in the Sanford PD's Professional Standards Unit, well, that's a bit ironic to say the least, was charged with 79 counts of official misconduct as well as organized fraud. Probably only because they stole the money from the department and not from citizens. It takes 1,600 gallons of water to make 1 gallon of almond milk. It takes 4 gallons of water to make 1 gallon of grass-fed milk. And we're meant to believe that the latter is the one that's unsustainable and sapping the planet dry. Well, that's just like the AI data centers. Back some time ago, I read in a news article somewhere that for every single question that you ask ChatGPT, it uses 1 teaspoon of water. And ChatGPT gets about 2.5 billion questions a day. So that's a lot of teaspoons. 2 men arrested for allegedly trafficking nearly $7 million worth of SNAP benefits. They were running an entire SNAP black market. Her. He's probably thinking about other women. Him. Who the hell is taking pictures of me and my wife in bed? I just thought this was kind of funny because you see this meme so often.
All right, contestants, let's see the next item up for bid. Oh, it's the U.S. multi-trillion-dollar debt right here on our stage.
More than $1,500 in stolen beef was found during a traffic stop in South Louisiana. I don't know when this photo was taken, but it looks like every single pack is just steaks. With the current prices, that looks like a lot more than just $1,500, unfortunately. I've seen just a pack of steaks anywhere between $60 and $100, which is beyond ridiculous. In the closest Aldi's to me, it's hard just to get hamburgers sometimes because people can't afford any of the other cuts anymore. Yeah, that's everything today. When you see what's behind all this weird fog. Libertarians. Society collapsing. Some fresh memes. Yeah, this is true. However, they can change the faces for the camera as often as they want to. Unfortunately, the puppeteers behind the scenes are always the same. We live in a time when intelligent people are being silenced so that stupid people won't be offended. That is a fact check true. Gun control is like trying to reduce drunk driving by making it tougher for sober people to own cars. That's a perfect comparison, actually. One of the better ones that I've heard. A single man over 30 with no kids is a major red flag. A single mom with 3 kids wrote this. Yeah, and probably by 3 different dads, too. Why don't you trust the government? Me. That's the least of it at this point. Things like this are just a given. A new study shows that sleep schedule is a myth created by women to stop you from becoming Batman. I just thought this was funny. Whenever you're ordering food, guys, you gotta be very careful. It's bad enough about employees that work in these places and some of the things that they do, but it's getting a lot worse with the delivery drivers.
Last week, we told you about DoorDash driver Courtney Stevenson, seen in this video appearing to pepper spray a bag of food. Homeowner Mark Carden says his wife Mandy felt sick after eating the food at their home in Indiana.
I went back and watched the footage from my doorbell camera and realized that the food had been tampered with.
Now the DoorDash driver is getting a delivery of her own as 2 cops come to her home to arrest her.
Do you have an idea why we're here?
Probably the thing out of Indiana.
Yes, ma'am.
Moments later, out come the handcuffs.
Put your hands on your back for me. This one, you're under arrest, okay?
Courtney Stevenson is charged with consumer product tampering and battery. But get this, she's telling cops she was spraying a spider, not the food. She says she's terrified of the critters. The local sheriff in Indiana isn't buying it.
I think of all the things you might want to use to defeat a spider, pepper spray is probably pretty low on the list.
A1, established in 1862. So, in the middle of the Civil War, someone was like, you know what this country needs? A delicious steak sauce. Russell Crowe's Nuremberg is now streaming. Well, it's interesting timing at least, especially with all the things they're doing these days. Here's a little song I wrote called Your Conspiracy Theorist Friend Was Right, and You Owe Them an Apology. Don't hold your breath, because it'll never happen. Instacart ends AI-driven pricing tests that pushed up cost for some shoppers. Instacart said it will no longer allow retailers to run AI pricing tests on its grocery delivery platform after the practice drew widespread scrutiny. A study released earlier this month showed that Instacart's algorithmic pricing tools caused shoppers to pay different prices for identical items from the same store. Yeah, and I just wonder what kind of people that it generated the highest prices for. Too much RAM, not enough Dodge. Forbes, how the U.S. power grid can withstand the AI data center boom. Why America's power grid will be able to withstand the 2.5 trillion AI data center building boom. Because it's all the big tech companies, that's why. But yet for years now, they've been pushing about how the grid is right near failure because there's not enough power generation happening. All the while, they keep closing down all these so-called dirty power plants. But now that AI needs power, hey, there's no problem at all. But I guarantee you that we'll be the ones that ends up paying for it on our electricity bills. It took me far too long to figure out what was wrong with this man's face. That is a pretty good one.
Why? Why can't I have that half?
Okay, here.
But why did you want to give me that to begin with?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's literally the same sandwich cut in half.
But why didn't you want to give me that one first?
I don't care which one you want. Here, you want this one? Take it.
No, I want that one now. Blaze!
Which one you want now? It's the same sandwich.
Never mind, I don't want anything.
Florida man says he teleported into stolen BMW, blames X-Men, thanks cops for rescuing him from aliens. I don't know how I got in the car. I teleported or something. These days, I could absolutely see a lawyer trying to use this as a defense. Women. All men do is lie. Also women. Freaking traffic. Yeah, not only is there no traffic, of course she's using the phone while driving. If government is allowed to break the law during emergencies, they'll create emergencies to break the law. Always have. We need to protect the Australian wildlife. The Australian wildlife. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know how you guys live there. I wouldn't be going anywhere without a 12 gauge and a flamethrower. If I had to live down there, I'd need a completely sealed room, like a vault or something, so that I know spiders, snakes, and all the other poisonous critters you guys have down there couldn't get in, just so I'd be able to get some sleep. No ice, no stir, no glass. We're redefining how whiskey can be enjoyed. Introducing the Glenlivet Capsule Collection. No glass required. You know Gen Z is getting older when they're selling alcoholic Tide Pods. I thought this was just funny, but it's also true at the same time. At least it'll be a lot better than the old Tide Pod challenge. This man tries to explain to a woman the difference in how men take care of a problem versus how women only blame men for the problem. Yet at the end of it, she didn't listen to a single thing this man said.
What is your point?
What do you mean? In what?
In communication, like what is...
Let's say, let's break this down simple terms. The sink is broken, it's leaking. Yeah? We need to get a plumber. So I'm going to call the plumber plumber's going to come out and fix the sink.
Right.
That's how a man thinks, right? Let me show you how the woman... What did you do to the sink? Look at the mess you've made. Let me finish. Are you going to let me finish or are you going to interrupt?
No.
Look at the mess you've made. Who's going to clear this up? I hope you're paying for this. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with the problem and no solution. You see the difference?
I get it. I hear you. I've heard everything you said. The sink is broken. Yeah? I know you're not a plumber. So my simple solution would be to call a plumber. Because if there was mess made from the broken sink, I know I'm going to clean it, but I'm not going to make more mess. I can't fix the sink. You can't fix the sink. We call a plumber.
You know the plumber was an analogy, right? It had nothing to do with a plumber or a broken sink. You really just didn't get anything I just said, did
But
you?
I don't know why you would use that analogy, because you don't really you're not a plumber.
See, it's about attacking me rather than hearing what I'm saying.
I'm not attacking you.
It's
but
okay.
I've got to say, you've got a whole shed of tools, yeah? You bought all of these tools.
You didn't
but you
hear
don't use them because
a
I know that's not
single
your thing.
word I said.
Because you're woman bashing.
I'm what?
You're
oh my! So now you're gonna go on the defensive and make me out to be a bad guy?
No, but you make me out to be the bad guy.
How?
Every time.
Which part did I just make you out to be a bad person? Because.
And who?
Hold on.
And I hope you're gonna pay for that. I would never be like that. I actually would never be like that.
You didn't understand a word I just said. Not a word, but it's okay. You proved them up.
Stop giving kids Bible names, but no Bible listens. Moses tried to rob me last night. That's just messed up. 3 males, ages 8, 11, and 12, steal car, crash into house. Driver, 11, says he learned how to steal cars from YouTube. Yeah, another excuse for them pushing the so-called child protection limits here on YouTube, which, regardless of what they say right now, soon you won't only have to have a digital ID to access YouTube and all other social media, but at the end of all this, they'll end up making it a law that you'll have to have a digital ID every time just to use the internet, and everything else for that matter. Like so many other things these days, it's not science fiction anymore, guys. It's coming to a town and computer near you. Why do Haitians risk sailing 900 kilometers in shark-infested waters toward the evils of capitalism when they have a socialist paradise just 90 kilometers away? Because Cuba didn't pay them to come there. Dr. Dog, would you be willing to donate your organs? Patient, yeah. And your bones? My bones? Why? Just answer the question. This planet is a reality show for aliens. It just has to be. If there were such a thing, that probably would be true. Prostitutes in the 1900s dressed more modestly than your average girl today. This is just a simple fact, too. California gun laws be like, nah, this isn't really true, because you'd also have to have a trigger lock, and then put it in a gun case, lock the gun case, and then put that into a vault and lock the vault, and you're not allowed to take it out for any reason. I came across this clip earlier in the week, and I had to throw it in here. This woman here is talking about all the things that she would do if she was the leader.
And today, on how sexism is only funny if it's about men, please see the following.
Under my leadership, women would not have to pay taxes. No, they wouldn't. You're a woman. No taxes for you. Everything is tax write-off for you.
Oh, it gets better.
Tampons, free. Pads, free. Anything to do with menstrual, cycle, and pain is free.
And how are those going to be paid for? Oh, yeah, that's right. That half of the population that would be left paying taxes would be footing the bill for those.
Next, we are going to stop funding male medical research. No more of it. From now on, we are only doing studies and research for women, on women's health only. From here on out, thank you so much.
So half of the population is not deserving of medical research? Oh dear.
All men must go to work under my leadership. Yes, you must. You must be at work. Providing for any woman and every woman in your life. It's a requirement under my leadership.
Yeah, no. There are those of us women out there that can actually take care of ourselves. Sorry that some don't fall into that category.
And finally, every man is guilty until proven innocent. That's just a quick little roundup under my leadership of what I'm aiming, okay? Thank you. This is the Simona Project.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who's wondering, who exactly is going to be enforcing this new sexist regime? I wonder if they thought that part through.
So to sum up the other woman's leadership skills, she would just make all men into slaves. That's already how most modern women try to treat men right now. My little brother, I want to be a racist when I grow up. My mom, my sister, Me who told him that car racers are called racist. Well, I guess that would be one time that label might technically apply. And I'll end today's show with this. We'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. William Casey, CIA Director, 1981 through 1987. To say the very least, by this definition, their program was completed back a good number of years ago, and it's still going strong. If you'd like to help this channel continue, please consider hitting that like and subscribe, and share the videos. I thank you all for watching. You guys take care and stay safe this week, because the Idiocracy is only getting worse by the day. This is Akorn, over and out.
We're still working on the being nice to people part, but maybe I shouldn't work on that too much because he obviously took care of the house.
Tonight, a 6 on Your Side exclusive. A Meridian man's pet, Squirrel, literally goes nuts on a would-be burglar. The man returned home last week and discovered someone broke into his house and tried to steal his guns.
The burglar able to grab a few small things before things got a little squirrely. 6 on Your Side's Lacey Darrow, live in studio with the exclusive story.
Don, Michelle, some people have guard dogs, maybe even a protective cat, but it's a Meridian man's pet rodent that's being hailed a hero. Adam Pearl walked into his Meridian home Tuesday and realized something didn't seem right.
I came in the front door and, well, I saw snow prints out in the front driveway going to the back of the house. And so I thought something was awry because nobody usually goes through the yard.
Adam was immediately greeted by his pet squirrel Joey when he got home, but then he started noticing a few doors were open. After making his way to the back bedroom, his fear was confirmed once he started looking at his gun safe.
I started looking at it and I saw the scratches that were around the locking area. And at that point I knew somebody was definitely in here messing around.
Adam called Meridian Police, and when Officer Ashley Turner came out to take a look, Joey just had to say hello.
And during her investigations, Joey had run in the bedroom just screwing around like he always does between her legs and kind of startled her. And she says, "Whoa, what was that?" I said, "Don't worry about that. That's just Joey. Pet squirrel, you know."
Officer Turner asked Adam if Joey would bite.
I said, "Well, he usually doesn't bite, but you never know, because he is a squirrel."
Officer Turner went on her way, only to return a few hours later with some of his stolen belongings and some unbelievable news.
She said while she was questioning the individual, he had scratches on his hand, so she asked him, "So did you get that from the squirrel?" And he says, "Yeah, damn thing kept attacking me. It wouldn't stop until I left."
Now Joey is being hailed a hero.
Nobody can believe it, because who can say they have a squirrel that guards their house? Which is crazy. You can't ask for much more than that. He's a pain in the butt, but he's great.
Adam says he thanked Joey by giving him his favorite treat. That, of course, is the candy Whoppers. Live in studio, Lacey Darrow, 6 on Your Side.
Who knew?
I don't know what to say about all that.
I like squirrel nuts growing up. That's about the best, but I've never had a squirrel as a pet.
Well, there you go. A ringing endorsement to go out and get one.
No.
Oh.
No.
Guard squirrel. All right.